some of the other more buzzy words that we're seeing that are connected to the metaverse, but not quite connected, NFTs, crypto, the larger Web3 movement.
Yep.
What does this all mean, and how is this connected to the metaverse, if at all?
Well, it's just as complicated as the metaverse. So you've got cryptocurrencies, currencies built on the blockchain. You've got NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which are scarce digital assets built on the blockchain that you might be able to auction off or trade. Mm-hmm. And then you have Web3, which is the hazier idea of all of this technology being used to create new decentralized systems that could replace the more centralized big tech stuff that we have right now. So that's the lay of the land. And in theory, the connection to the metaverse is if you want to have your same cool hat from one metaverse to another, you need some way to track that. And a decentralized system like the blockchain seems like a good opportunity to do something like that.
And it feels like in sort of a lot of ways, there's been a rush and people are making money on art, crypto itself across the board. Are we seeing any technology coming out of CES this week that is, supporting that movement right now?
Yeah, actually we are. There's no buzzword that somebody at CES doesn't try and jump on. We've seen digital picture frames from a couple of companies that will display NFTs. But the biggest thing to me is that Samsung has said that it is going to have an NFT marketplace on its television. So you can display NFTs on the television as artwork. You can also see what the prices are, and you might be able to even go and buy your own NFT. Now, all of this is really exciting, but it's also really complicated for a few reasons. One of them is that NFTs are complicated. They're confusing, and it's possible to have your wallet stolen if you don't know what you're doing. And so will a mass market thing like a Samsung TV be a safe place for consumers to go and start playing around with NFTs? It's unclear.
But I think it's really important to point out here from a sustainability perspective, this has huge implications for the planet.
Yep.
As it relates to sort of carbon emissions. To buy a lot of this artwork, it's often exchanged with Ethereum, and by some estimates, the carbon footprint of just maintaining Ethereum is the size of Argentina and sort of their output with carbon emissions. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, another estimate was that Bitcoin and crypto in general has undone all of the gains we've gotten from electric vehicles, from electric cars.
Wow.
Which is a very, very sobering idea.
Yeah.
The thing to think about with the environment is a bunch of crypto people have said that they're going to solve this problem. There's lots of different ways to build a cryptocurrency. There's proof of work and proof of stake, and there's been a lot of promises that we would create new versions of these cryptocurrencies that don't take up as much electricity to create and to transact, actually. But that leads me to the next thing to know about crypto right now, which is you can't talk about Web3 or crypto without getting in a fight online. For every person that says they're worried about the environmental issues, there are two more that are saying we're going to solve it, stop bickering. And that bickering has gotten really vitriolic. It makes the fights between, iPhone and Android fanboys look like tiddlywinks. It's actually really, really tough out there. So any company that's thinking about getting into some sort of NFT or crypto or Web3 thing needs to be prepared for the backlash that will inevitably come, because there's just a lot of fighting right now.
NFTs and crypto, very messy. It's somewhat difficult to parse out what's exactly happening and where the future is going to go in the next 5 to 10 years. A lot of what's happening today may feel actually quite like a fad to many brands and marketers. However, the cryptocurrency market cap is around $1 trillion, and JP Morgan Chase in November stated that the NFT market cap was around $7 billion. These are huge numbers with real people investing and buying. From a marketer's perspective, it's actually pretty important to be paying attention to what's happening in this space and thinking about this new consumer as an incremental segment in your portfolio. Will what's going on today be the future use of NFTs and crypto? Maybe not. But the utility and functionality that we see will certainly have a place in the technology ecosystem in the future. So we are really excited to stay focused on what blockchain can deliver, to understand and watch how crypto and NFTs evolve, and to make sure we think about ways that we can drive innovation using these technologies in the future.